What's up, everybody? Shane here. I am on my way to meet Steve-O, my buddy. We're going to do a little bit of bike camping, bike packing, stealth camping, whatever you want to call it. I don't necessarily have my bike that's set up for bike packing with me. I have a confession. You guys know I like stoves, but I like bikes just as much, and I have, I might have about 7 bikes. Yeah, 7 bikes. I wanted to ride, this is one of my newer bikes that I had made. This is a Trek 7.4, it's an FX 7.4. I've got the carbon fiber front forks. I really enjoy that bike a lot. It's the narrower tires. I was gonna bring my black bike, but that's a mountain bike, and you know what? We have, where we're meeting at, we have a little bit of concrete. Actually, we have quite a bit of concrete to go on. So I'm not wanting to use my mountain bike for that. I thought that was Steve on his motorcycle. I'm like, what is he doing? We're supposed to meet and take our bikes, not our motorcycles. Oh, groovy. This train might... Nah, there's no way they're gonna put that train through here right now while we're trying to drive. We just got a green light to go, and there's a train right there. Alright, so anyway, I'm gonna meet Steve at Walmart here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna bike from Walmart to the area that we want to camp at. We're not exactly 100% sure where we want to camp, but we know that where we want to camp, there's no parking, because we're going to be doing some stealth camping. So yeah, we don't want to leave our cars in some parking lot where we know the park closes at 10 o'clock and we don't want them to get towed. So Walmart seems like a safe bet, and plus I want to run into Walmart and pick something up. For food tonight, I am going to do just a simple small mountain house meal, probably whatever I pick up in there, because I literally just got done cooking dinner for the family, and I did eat. I didn't eat a full dinner. I ate, a little bit just to kind of tie me over until I get to wherever we decide we're going to go, just to have some energy and stuff like that, so. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm going to meet Steve here, and I'll bring you guys back when we are unloading our bikes, because yeah, you don't want to go into the store with me and do that crazy stuff. And the sun's setting too, so we're going to be pretty quick about it. Alright guys, well, we'll be back. I'm going to run in real quick and grab a, say hello again. Hello.
It wasn't recording.
No, it wasn't. Let me see your bike. Oh,
what do you have to run and grab?
Look at that, baby. Oh, that looks good.
What do you have to run and grab?
I'm gonna run in and grab a mountain house. I just got done cooking dinner for the family, so and the bag that I grabbed was the bag I already had set up, so. Alright, so there's Steve's car. Where is he? No. No bike. No bike. Alright. He's probably checking us out. Alright, well, I'm going to get out. I'm going to get my my pack on. I did get a mountain house. I got the lasagna with meat sauce. Figure this will hold me off pretty good. Now, see, the thing is, I have to work out in the morning before work, and I start work at 5 a.m. So I need to leave. I need to start actually counting how long it's going to take me to get from here to the campsite, so I can make it in the morning to work out, because I'm kind of weird like that. So anyway, I'm going to get my stuff on, I'm going to get my bike out, I'm going to check my tire pressure and all that good jazz, and we'll see you in a bit. There we go, cut through here. Yep. right here is the sidewalk. This one wraps all the way around, Steve. Now, it'll give us a smell somebody's cigarettes. It'll give us a crossover, but that wasn't too bad. It's gonna be weird at like 3 a.m. Yeah. Home sweet home, huh? This isn't that bad. You know, right here, literally at the water. It's a good split. It's like a good spot for some camping. Let's see what we got over here. Got a bunch of tall grass. So, hammock time. Alrighty, well, here's my ride. Look at that. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Let's go over here and we'll see Steve. This camera I'm using doesn't have a built-in light on it, so that is my GoPro, but I usually use a brighter. What's up, dude? What's up? I'm blind. Look at this thing. Look at these. Hey, tell me about these. About your front racks here.
Burn. What is it? Burn. Here we are recording. I don't even know that. Burn. Rayburn? No. Burn steam. Something burns. Anyways, yeah, they're just like an expandable water bottle cage. You can throw some bigger stuff in there.
What they say what brand they are on them?
It's here somewhere, right here.
Blackburn.
I told you it was
Rayburn, Sideburn, Blackburn. Oh man, they look good though.
Yeah, I mean, it just broadens my shoulders. No, actually, I just was able to carry less on my back rack, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was good. Here's his back rack here. His rear rack.
And that's just like some cheap brand off of.
Doesn't matter. So I'm using this this insect repellent from Repel, and it's a lemon eucalyptus insect repellent, and it's hot. Man, it is hot. When I say it's hot, it's hot. It's 80 plus degrees at night, Mosquitoes are out. And the cool thing about this rappel with eucalyptus is it's mentholated, you know, with the eucalyptus. So it actually, as soon as you put it on there, it just started cooling us down right away. It was kind of cool. And the bugs started leaving us alone. So, but coming over here, I'm using my little light because I had to buy batteries. I'm going to tie off my hammock. Then we're going to, ooh, hello bug. Yeah, you see that size of that mosquito? Goodness. Anyway, so I'm going to tie off my hammock. This is going to be my view for a while, so that's going to be nice. Let me get set up. Then I want to show you guys something that I thought was lost. And, you know, I really thought it was lost, and I was actually kind of a little upset about it. And I'll talk to you guys about that. But I'm just letting you enjoy the view. That over there that you're seeing, that is downtown Omaha. Omaha, Nebraska. We're staring across Lake Manawa right now. So, see that airplane leaving over there? That's leaving from Epley Airfield. So, alright. Back in a bit, boys and girls. Alright, well you can kind of see what's going on here. This is my heavy cover canteen I've got attached to the outside of my pack. It's full of water, it's titanium, it's super light. I'm using my Snug Pack Sleeka. I like this bag. I really do like it. You know, I didn't use my bag, or I didn't use my bike that has my bike packing set up on there, and you know what, I was actually, to tell you the truth, kind of regretting it, because the back of this bag, as you can see, it's not vented, right? It's just padded. So my back was sweating. So show you guys something I've been doing here. You know, this is my thermarest. I apologize, I'm keeping my light in my mouth. So this is my thermarest here, and I put it in the Sea to Summit bag. It's just a 4-liter bag. The main reason why I do this is because the season is going to start getting cold and wet, and I don't want this thing to get wet. So, alright guys, well I've got my thermarest in here. This is the Thermarest Pro Light. This is all I'm using tonight. It's so warm out, I'm not going to be putting on anything else except for what I have. The only reason why I'm putting that down, I'm not even concerned about getting, you know, cold butt or anything like that, getting a draft, is because the mosquitoes. That will give me a barrier to keep the mosquitoes from biting at me. That's my only reason why I'm going to be using a pad tonight. And the reason why I brought this one was because it actually fits better into my pack than my my ridge rest does. My ridge rest would be on the bottom, and I didn't want to have that hanging off of me and my bike. So Steve is over here. Let's go over here and check out what Steve's got going on. What's up, dude? Woo! Check out that chair.
My Thermarest Trio. I actually bought it for when I go kayak camping, and now bike camping. So.
All right, set in the beast.
It's actually very comfy.
That platform, that looks good.
And one reason I went with this one, it's a little bit heavier than some other brands, but it's because of this base. So that way it doesn't sink down into sand or mud or whatever, or at least it'll be minimal.
I was pointing at your bottom. I was like, looks good, but
Nice and
that's not what I meant.
Nice and tight.
Nice and tight. Tight like a tiger.
Like a boy.
Looks good though, and it fits really good too on that Blackburn. Fits really good on this Blackburn front rack that he has. So that's really cool. That's really cool. I'm gonna sit in it. I'm gonna sit in it. I'm gonna sit in it. Oh, you just shit on me. Oh, bubble like that. Ooh, this is nice.
Yeah, if it wasn't, it's kind of going forward right now because we're on the incline, but...
Yeah, but there's... Yeah. I like it.
Find some rocks and make a table.
I've got a table.
I got a table right there. I just wasn't sure if I want to put my fire way up there. I don't want the houses behind me to see it.
Are you using your little stove?
My wood stove.
Your little wood stove? So Steve's going to be using the Bushcraft Essentials bush box, right?
Yep.
Where'd you bring it? That's the one you brought? Yeah. Well, I was going to bring mine and we were going to use our coupling modules, but he's like, well, I kind of just want to feed a fire, so I'm like, all right.
That's what I meant.
Oh. So I thought he meant, no, he didn't want to do that, so I went and I brought one of my more favorite stoves, which is the Firebox Nano. I brought the titanium version. It's light. I figured I'm on a bike, but you know, it didn't really matter what I had. Here comes a boat. I told you guys I was going to tell you a little something about something that came up missing, and that would be this. You can see that there. This Eka. This is the Eka cord blade. This is the W9. It's a beautiful blade. Now, it's smooth on the back. It doesn't have a really hard 90-degree angle, but I put reflective paracord on it so I could see it at night. Now, what happened was my son Keegan wanted to surprise me on my birthday, and he went and took this, and he was practicing with it. Well, he put it on his hip, and the problem was he was wearing gym shorts. You know, just a nylon basketball type short. And they had pockets, and he stuck it in the pocket, but he's, you know, a little guy. And he was running around the yard with his brothers, and it fell off. And I had asked him about it, and he came right to me and told me what had happened. And I mean, he was pretty distraught. He, you know, it's kind of funny because you want to be angry, you know, that they had done something, you know, that was bad. You know, he had taken a knife and he had lost it. But then again, he also took the knife because he was practicing and he wanted to impress me. So it was like a double-edged sword there. So I did, you know, I did ground him, and it was hard for me to do. But he didn't stay grounded for very long, just because he knew it was wrong, and it was really just punishing both of us. So the best thing is today I found it out in the yard, and it's been gone for a month, and look at the shine on that blade. I put some Mother's mag polish on there, and it cleaned it right up. I unwrapped it and I rewrapped it today. But being outside for a month, and the best part was there wasn't really anything on the blade at all, because the sheath really kept it clean. And it's rained. How many times do you think it's rained in the last month? Since August. And we had that one where it rained like 2 days straight. Yeah, so just look at that. It looks great. It really, really does. Now you can see the marks on there from the sheath. That's just from it sliding in and out of the sheath. That's just the polish on there rubbing. But it's a great blade. And to tell you what, I was really missing the thing, because I'd been using it, but Keegan had been using it, because for my son, who is 9 years old, granted, you know, he's young, but he's been around knives his entire life. And this really fits his hand really, really well. This fits his hand the way that a W12 would fit most people's hands. I wear an extra large size glove, so I'm not a really good comparison on this thing, but you know, he really, really likes this blade a lot, and he was crushed when he lost it. So really cool thing is it's back in the family, it's back in our collection, and I will be doing a review with it. I think I'm going to do, because I have, you know, some knives that I really do like. I have this knife here. I have, you guys have seen the axe blade. I've got the Nordic W12. and I have the Forester 2 from XXX Knives, which I love that blade as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend like a week with each blade and just kind of give you the pros and cons of. Now granted, I've used them a lot, but what I'm going to do is I'm only going to focus on using a specific blade for a week, and I'll let you guys know, you know, the pros and cons of it. The only con that I ever really have with this blade, and it's not really a con, it's a preference. The spine of this knife isn't 90, okay? See how it's actually, well, yeah, it's beveled, but it's like they, you know, they did it on purpose. You know, it's not round, it's actually, it's more square. If I can even get my camera to focus in on that. Just have to take my word on it. But the cool thing is this is fairly sharp. So if you want to light a ferro rod off of it, you can just flick the end of it like I have done before. So anyway, I'll be going through this blade and then some others. I like it. And it's a really lightweight knife to bring with me bike packing tonight, or stealth camping. Alright, anyway, whip out my stove here. Firebox, nano titanium. Yeah, I was hoping it was going to sit on that platform. The little stones here pretty good. Seems like it is. Seems like it's fitting on there decent at least. Cool thing about the firebox, the nano especially, is, let me move the camera down so you can see if you don't have one of these. These legs are great because they can move with the terrain as well. You know, and it evens out your stove. So anyway, there we go. I'm going to leave the ports my way because I'm going to want to fill it. I'm going to open it up for now so I can get it started. Won't need these bad boys tonight. I will use this though. Everybody has a different way of putting these on. Some people bend them on. You can actually just slide it right on there like that too. So what this helps with, really not so much the breeze, but especially with me it helps out a lot with my canteen. Because when I put my canteen cup on here, it keeps my handle over on the side there. I'll show you. Keeps my handle over there on the side. Everybody has different cups and all that good jazz that they like to use. I like to use lots of different kits, but most people who follow me on Instagram, they know what my main cup of choice is. I was using a stainless steel U.S. military, U.S. GI canteen cup. I came across this heavy cover canteen, which is titanium, and I love them. You guys have seen them all over by now, I'm sure, but I love it. I do. I really like it a lot. So, she's my baby. In fact, Keegan has one as well. He likes mine so much. He has one, so. Alrighty, let's get this going. I'm not doing anything special tonight. I'm just doing lasagna. These things come in handy when you want to do a quick meal like tonight. Got my fire kit here. My tinder kit, actually, with what I wanted to use. If I want to use something. So now I won't have to use too much. What I did was, since it was raining so much on us, just non-stop rain, I actually grabbed a bunch of wet tinder and I let it dry. So I actually had a bird's nest in here as well. Now it's super dry. So that's cool. So we'll get this going here. All right, water's boiling. So now the Mountain House meal lasagna. Remove the foil pack out of there. Already did. Must have already. I'm only guesstimating. That looks like enough. I covered everything. Figured give the noodles, and I'll get all the dry stuff in the corner out. Some time to, or some extra water there to kind of grab it. And we'll see. Alright guys, let's come over here and see what Steve's got going on. He's got his little push box rocking and rolling. What size is this? This is a Tokes?
600. Yep.
600. What do you got there?
Is that the Alpine Air chicken gumbo?
Oh man, that's heavy.
With 20 ounces of water.
He's using his Mora Black, his Baco Laplander, and of course, you all know he's never far from his Leatherman. That little sucker. Well,
except for the one that's in the ocean.
Except for the one that's in the ocean right now.
Stupid catfish.
Well, let's come over here and get a better look at his chair now that I've got my light on. That's nice.
I like it a lot.
It is nice.
The Thermarest Trio, I believe.
Right here on the water. I mean, you're literally... and
a couple feet from the water.
Here's the water. Yeah. That's alright. Oh, let's see. Let's go to his sleeping quarters. He's using the same hammock I'm using. Actually, I'm using the same hammock he's using. Makes sense. He had this a little bit before I had mine. This is the reason why I bought mine. Except for in our last video, I went over these straps that he's using. Really nice. I haven't switched over to that yet. I'm just kind of used to my own system. And here's Steve's bike that he has for bike packing. He's got his frame bag, his other bags, his handlebar bag, his rear bag, or actually has a rack. And is this just a dry bag you put on here? Sea to Summit dry bag that he uses, yeah. It's nice. It's good setup. Good setup, especially for what we did. I'm using my commuter bike. This is the bike I normally just roll all over town in. This is my FX series. This is my Trek 7.4 with a carbon fiber front end, carbon fork there. Yep, nothing special on her today. This isn't even set up for bike packing. Like I said, this is set up for commuting. I do have a rear rack I haven't put on it yet, and I'm just using my Portland Design Works here. This is a one of many that I have. This is a frame fender. It just stops the water from coming up into my lap when it's raining out, and it also actually helps with the crushed limestone. I don't have it on right now, but I have another one that comes over the back, but I intended on putting my rear rack on. I just haven't done that yet. Like I said, this one's a fairly new bike. I just want to get more ride time on it before I start moving too much stuff around on her. But she's comfortable, definitely comfortable. I wanted a bike that was geared like a road bike, that rode like a road bike, but set up like a mountain bike. I like the upright position better. And that's a personal preference. My road bikes, after a while, after, I don't know, maybe 10-15 miles, they actually just, to me, they start hurting. So I invested a little bit of money into that one. And here's my sleep system I showed you a little bit earlier. Like I said, I'm just using the Thermarest Pro Light in there. I'm not using anything else to sleep with tonight. I've got some other stuff in my bag if I wanted to, but nah, probably won't. Well, what I'm doing here is I'm setting on my stove for in the morning. I'm going to use my Trangia burner for a cup of coffee. Show you guys how we use this in the morning. It's kind of cool. I found that the folded cups work the best for something lightweight that you want to bring along with you. They're just, the canteen cup just doesn't quite work right. You'll see that when I wake up in the morning. But yeah, these Kuju coffees, kind of cool. Pocket pour over. This is earthy dark cocoa dried berry. I've got a, well, probably 3 or 4 mile ride back to my vehicle in the morning, so it'd be cool. Anyway, yep, I'm just gonna set this up for the Trangia. That way when I wake up in the morning I can just light it, get a cup of coffee going while I'm getting that stuff wrapped up. And this all goes in the top of my pack and that goes on the outside of my pack. So, and this is my battery charger here. Got the RAV Power iSmart backup battery charger there. So I charge all my stuff when I'm out and about, out on the go. So yeah, I'm kind of digging this stone. Alright, well, there's the lasagna. Doesn't look too bad, right? It's per tradition here. We'll do the first bite rule. If I fall over and die, Steve, I want you to know that you can't have my bike. Nope. Oh, I'm burying with it. Wow. I haven't tried this for, like, ever, because every time I see it, I figure it's going to end up tasting like Chef Boyardee. It tastes nothing like it. I mean, it actually tastes like something you'd make at home. You can see that. You can see that there. That piece of hamburger stuck in my throat. Pretty good stuff. Huh?
Mine is pretty spicy.
Mine could probably use pepper, but it's actually really good. Mm-hmm. I don't think I recorded any of that. Alright, I'm gonna try this again. So I don't think I was recording any of what I just said. So, Steve and I were talking about the Mountain House meal. Now, get a drink. Hold on a minute. Now, it seems to me like the one serving Mountain House isn't enough. You know, it just isn't enough. Now, when you go to the 2 servings, it's too much. When we were in the Black Hills, we both had, I had the beef stew. What did you have? Do you remember?
I thought it was some pork something.
Was it the sweet and sour pork?
Yeah.
The sweet and sour pork. Anyway, you know, they were 2 servings. I think maybe Steve's was a 2.5 serving. But at any rate, they were too much. Just the 2 serving. Alright guys, well here's the coffee cup, or the coffee I was talking about earlier. The way it grabs a hold of the mug. And I'm going to take my boiling water and dump it right into here. About 2 or 3 times I'll fill this up and just let it drip out. So, it's one of the only mugs that I've found that really work really well for this. So, about to do it right now. My water is ready to go over here on my Nano. So, my handle slipped forward on my stove, so I got a little warm. Alright, let's do this. Alright. This is going to be a slow progression. That's for sure. Yeah. It's definitely going to be slow. So if you're in a hurry, this probably isn't for you. Well, maybe it's not going too bad, really.